Good morning. This is your Facebook update on what Tropical Storm Colin is doing. Right now we're continuing to watch the progress of this storm as it moves off to the north. We are anticipating to take more of a northeasterly turn beginning by sunrise tomorrow. But top winds are at 40 miles an hour. We have a full advisory coming in at 5 a.m. I think we'll get better information on it, and it may shift a little bit to the right. At present, it's 1,003 millibars, so the pressure has dropped a little bit, not intense though. And here's the forecast path, the latest one from the National Hurricane Center as of 11 o'clock on Sunday. And then you can see it projected on Monday to make landfall sometime Monday night up near the Big Bend area. But as I alluded to, this may be dropping a little bit further south on the next advisory, depending upon where the hurricane hunters find the exact center of low pressure at the surface. A lot of times with these developing systems and poorly organized systems, the low pressure center can redevelop in other places. We saw that in Gabrielle in 2001. Where it actually repositioned itself some 50 miles north and east of the original center. So we'll see how that plays out. 5 a.m. advisory will be crucial as far as how much rain and how much wind we can expect. There appears to be circulation right here, an explosion of storms this evening and this morning now over the Yucatan Peninsula. With the National Hurricane Center, they're thinking that the center is right about here, whereas the mid-level circulation is right about here. We're seeing a lot of deep convection developing now to the east of the center, and that all is going to be pushing in our general direction as the storm gets closer on Monday. Now, as far as the timing of the rough weather, well, we're going to see big storms through the overnight, but there haven't been any reports of severe weather at this point. We can still see some gusts up to 40 miles an hour with these cells as they make their way through. This is the forecast radius of the stronger winds with this particular system, and you can see now it has dropped a little bit further south as the 11 o'clock advisory, this being at 1:30 in the afternoon on Monday, and you can see pretty much that moving right into Sarasota and Manatee counties. We're talking low-end tropical storm force winds now with this system. However, we do expect it to strengthen a little bit on Monday, could get up to 50 mile an hour winds, but right now the estimates from all the models except for a couple keep this as a minimal tropical storm. Two models are suggesting it may get a little stronger as it moves through time, but for us, most of it should be over by Tuesday morning as far as it goes, but the strong winds for us with the center of the system nearby will be the time frame from midday on Monday all the way through, say, 7 o'clock Monday night. And as far as that goes, rainfall has been heavy at times, moving through parts of west central Florida. You can see more storms are developing to the south. This band, it appears, will stay mainly offshore. However, it could catch Anna Maria Island and also possibly Lido. But look at this behind it down near Sanibel. We'll show you that in a little bit. Another line of storms developing. So some moderate rainfall occurring near Siesta. Also a few light rain showers near Northport now. Nothing serious at this point. Some showers still lingering in parts of Manatee County. But this is the line I wanted to show you. This is Sanibel right here. This line is just set up in the last half hour. A very intense band of heavy rainfall with some frequent lightning will move and track in this general direction. Should be near us, say around 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, the overall picture continues to show these storms building in the Gulf, closer to the center, and moving basically to the north at this time. We'll continue to keep you up to date on that. Rainfall totals have already been pretty impressive in some areas, up to 2 inches near Cortez and out there near Anna Maria Island. There have been some reports from some of the viewers indicating that we've had some moderate street flooding up on Anna Maria Island. There is going to be a tornado risk basically tomorrow late morning and throughout the afternoon as the storm center gets closer to us. That risk at 10% for the possibility of tornadoes. But back in January when we had all those tornadoes, it was only at 5%. As far as rainfall totals, these may be a little underdone. Again, depending upon the motion and movement of the storm, if it moves closer to us, we'll have a better chance to see in the 6 to 8 inch range as far as that rainfall goes. Now this is one forecast model showing the center right there moving on, but you can see that heavy rain continues to move on shore throughout the Monday morning and into the afternoon hours. As I mentioned, it's going to be a very soggy day throughout the day on Monday with up to 3 to 6 inches of rain, 8 in some areas. And as far as the forecast goes, it eventually clears out of here, but not until after Tuesday for the most part. Tuesday we'll see showers, not the heavy weather that we'll see on Monday. And as far as the threats go, 3 to 6 inches of rain, coastal flooding, that could be a concern. Tomorrow afternoon, high tide is going to be about 2 feet normally, so that's a pretty high tide. And then on top of that, you add another foot or two, you could get a surge along the coast, and it could cause some problems with some coastal flooding. And areas that normally flood during this situation will have some issues, as well as some of the inlet waters, inlet waterways as well in Sarasota Bay. So again, water temperatures are warm. We'll keep you up to date through Facebook. We'll break into our regular scheduled programming if any severe weather is around, and we'll alert you to that throughout the morning hours.